Hi, everyone, and welcome to the Heart of the VA podcast. So, today I'm so excited because we have an amazing guest with us. Like, she's been here before and she came back. It was spontaneous. It's not, but she is happy to be here, and she's one person that I respect and I have the biggest respect for because she is authentic, she shares her voice, she's ready to make impact effortlessly. And I think that's one of being her secrets to growing because she's really doing amazingly well. Like if you check her out on LinkedIn, her name is Milicent Ukachi. She's a 51-year-old thriving in the VA world. On Upwork, you check her, she's a top rated plus executive virtual assistant, instructional designer. Like she has a whole lot of skills in her, and what I call it, weapon in her arsenal. So, Millicent, welcome.
Thank, thank you very much. Thank you. It's so good to be here again. The first time was more like let me just come and have some fun and say something. But today it's a bit much more different. But thank you so much for inviting me. Thank you.
Yeah, I'm so happy to have you here, and I know that a lot of people listening will really gain one or two insights from you, be inspired because really in this our world, especially in this part of the world, the African Nigerian space, it's tricky seeing someone your age not just thriving and there are many people doing different skills, but you're doing it so remotely to the point that people see you, hear your story, and are inspired to do so much more. So my question is, what keeps you going? Like, what keeps you going on a daily basis? You wake up, you want to do this. What keeps you going?
Um, right from I don't know, maybe because of the way I was brought up, because I grew up in a family of girls. My mom had 7 of us, all girls. And
Wow.
let's just, we all know that being an African and a Nigerian, it's more like if you are a female, you tend to work harder
Yeah.
than the male. You have to try to prove so many things to people that you are this good, you are this that.
Hmm.
My mom was she married my dad when she was 16. She
Wow.
had me when she was 17. Yes,
Hmm.
but there was something she told me herself. She regretted never um, going further in her education because she finished secondary school and just got married immediately. And it
Wow.
was something she always regretted. And
Okay.
she said she now said her own children would not, especially female children, will not experience the same thing she did. And she kept to her
Hmm.
word. She went through much more than that, so much. But the fact that she kept on having girls did not stop her from making sure that she did her very good best to make sure that we will she drummed it into our heads that
Yeah.
we were better than what people think because we are females, that we should
Hmm.
strive and do well for ourselves. Okay,
Hmm.
she kept on at that. Unfortunately, she died at a rather young age. I was 19 when she died,
Oh.
and it was not a very it was a really bad period for I and my sisters. I had to say grow up very fast. Let me put it that way. Not only to take
Okay.
care of myself, to also look out for my sisters as well, because I was the eldest. So
Hmm.
I think at that young age, I had to learn to do things for myself and for my sisters. And
Hmm.
thankfully, we are all doing well in our own ways today.
Okay. That's
Um,
amazing.
and I'm so happy to see how far we have gone. So for me, that is one of it. My mom was a great um, instrument
Motivation.
in shaping me to what to what I am today. And then the other aspect is I got married at the age of 26, and I
Yeah.
have 4 daughters by the grace of God and a boy. And the same way my mom drummed that um, talk into our heads when we were younger about the fact that you are women, but you are strong. I did the same with my daughters, and thankfully they are doing well today. My daughters are
Amazing.
like, I tell them, I say, see, don't let anybody tell you you cannot do this. Whatever you set your mind to do it, do it. I tell them
Yeah.
this every time, and I'm happy to see how they are doing well. One of my twin daughters will be signing out this week from the
Oh,
university. She
congratulations.
studied electrical engineering, and this is a
Amazing.
course that you people see it as a male
Male. Yeah, male
oriented kind.
dominated.
Yes, yes. And I knew she went through a tough time going to do that course when she should tell me how the boys, because when she got admission into UNN to study that course, there were quite very few females. I think, let me put it roughly, there were about 20 something in the midst of over close to 300 male
Wow.
students. So she used to tell me how they used to make fun of them. What are you doing here? You're not supposed to be doing this. You go and learn nursing, go and do this. And they
Ah,
used to stand their ground. And thankfully, she said, halfway into I think that 200 level, so the the boys started seeing how good some of them were. I started showing them respect. They were even the ones teaching them some certain things
mm,
that they did not even understand. And I felt so proud of
amazing.
her. I really felt so proud that yes, my daughter is standing her own ground and telling
Yeah.
the guys that I can do it just as good
Yeah.
as you, or even better. And that is
Then
just
you.
exactly what my mom, yes, used to tell us then. So
Yeah.
that
You.
one,
Your daughters are
and
really getting motivation from you.
yes, yes. And then something happened um early this year in January. I I fell ill, and I so just by the grace of God that I made it out. And when I made it out, it was like a light just like a bulb just came up in my head. Like,
Mm,
I would have just gone like that? No way. I need to do something. I need to live my
make an
life. I need
impact.
I need to do something different. I need to feel very alive. And I now took it
Mm,
up upon myself to do much more, to put in the
mm,
effort and to do so much. And I started seeing the gains from it. And that is why,
yeah.
to me, it's like I'm enjoying life, not
Mm,
just for my
I like that.
kids, for my family, for
Yes.
myself. Yes, for
Oh,
myself.
yeah.
Yes, I like what I'm doing. I'm enjoying it. I love learning. And I like the fact that it's actually helping people around me. But I'm
Yeah.
doing it more for myself because I told my kids I'm going to be very selfish. You all have grown up. You're doing well. I'm happy to see that. But mommy is going to take care of her own now. She's going to do what she enjoys doing. She's going to do what
Yeah.
she wants to do. And
Mm,
thankfully, they're in support of that. My husband too supports that. So that is where I get my whole this from that. I'm able to be able to push myself and do better. But I make sure that I don't overdo it. I take
yeah.
things at a particular pace and make sure I do well at what I need to do. So that's it.
Mm. That's amazing. Like really, your impact and your story is one that anyone out there listening should listen to. So the point, I know I've told you so many times that I mention your name to my mom on different occasions. You understand that if she can
Yeah,
do it, you can do it. That's no excuse. There's no excuse. You can't tell me it's been a long time, you stopped learning, you maybe went to school and all of that. And anything is possible. Like Millicent can do it. That's what I
anything
always
is
say.
possible. And
Yes, it is possible.
anything is
Happens in your
possible.
mind. Yes, age is never, never, and can never ever be a barrier to anyone. No wonder you went viral on LinkedIn the other month. I think around last month or so, to the point that popular news platforms started carrying your story
Serious.
because it wasn't them. Yeah,
I was so surprised with how viral that post went, because I was actually um it was actually real. It was a true story. It was really what happened to me.
exactly.
I
Yes.
Yes, this over 2 years ago. So when together in the group, and somebody said, "Oh, I'll soon be graduating from ALX," I said, "Wow,
Yeah.
that's nice, congratulations!" But anytime I hear ALX, I still remembered what happened, and we were like, "Ah, what happened?" And I now told my story, and they said, "Oh, no, 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 no! You need to talk about this. You need to write about this." And I
Yeah.
was so surprised. I said, "Okay, I will write about it." I did, and did it schedule it to publish on Monday, and I was at the hospital with my daughter because I had to take my daughter to the hospital, and I kept on hearing no messages, sounds, the notification sound, notification sounds coming in. Pam, pam. I was like, "What's going on? I have no job. I have no job today. What's going on? Why am I having messages?" I now checked my phone. I now saw the notifications were coming in from LinkedIn. I said, "LinkedIn, what's happening on LinkedIn?" The funny thing is that the last time I posted on LinkedIn before this was about close to 6 months ago. I wasn't being, I wasn't taking LinkedIn serious. I had slowed down from LinkedIn. I had less than 3,000 followers. I just wasn't taking LinkedIn as serious like I did when I started 2 years ago. So I was so surprised. Say, "LinkedIn, what happened?" I'd forgotten that I scheduled a post and was supposed to publish that particular day by 10 a.m. in the morning. So when I opened up, I was so shocked with the messages. My inbox was filled up with so many, "Oh, thank you so much, you inspire us." So I never knew that I could do well at my age. Oh, ALX also rejected me. Some people were even telling me how
Wow.
they were rejected in other places, in other things
Wow.
that had to do different from. I was so shocked. I said, "Wow!" Even till now, it's I think as of it's about 110,000 impressions. It's
Wow.
it's still going.
Within the
People are
scope
still
of how many weeks?
commenting. People are still sending me messages, not just within
Mm.
Nigeria, beyond Nigeria.
Nine.
People are just sending me messages, how they are inspired by my one a lady contacted me. She said she's from Kenya. She's 52 years old. That
Wow.
my post gave her hope that she never knew someone older could do well in the remote working environment. And she was just,
You
I
carrying
had to,
yourself all this while.
I
Just all
never
this
knew,
while.
I never knew it was possible, because it was like, are you serious? There are people they actually think they can't do it. Why would they think
Yeah.
that?
It's
Sometimes
a whole lot. I'm telling
I,
you.
I, even- I don't even, I've rejected some jobs because of time. Not, I call myself a perfectionist. Let me put it that way. I like to do some things by myself, because I feel when I do those things, it's going to be better if I do it myself. I find it very
Yeah.
difficult to have somebody else to do things for me. But there were some jobs I looked at the time. I said, I can't do this one. I have to reject this one. I was rejecting some jobs because of time. I'm not knowing fully well that I might not be able to give what they want and all that. I could
Mm.
do much more if I wanted to, but then, like I said, I'm working at the pace and at the time that I know I'll be able to give the best. Okay, so
Mm.
I find it very difficult. People tell me that, I'm finding it difficult to do this. I say, what are you doing about it? And even at that, I tell people that it's not as easy as you think. I worked
Yeah.
really hard for 2 years to get to where I am today. And if you
Yeah.
know you won't be able to put in the time, ready to learn, ready to work hard, ready to build. then you're not ready for this. So
Seriously.
I was actually happy, though surprised with how viral that post went. But I'm actually very happy to know that I think there is something I could do from next year
Yeah.
to help people within that particular age bracket and make
Okay.
them
That's amazing.
yes, know that they can actually do well in that particular
Yeah.
sector.
Yeah. I know I wasn't surprised. I wasn't really. I would I say part of me
Yeah,
wasn't really
yes.
surprised
You were you were
because
you were you were you were actually in the forefront of pushing me
yeah,
and pushing me. If I remember
because
correctly that day, you were the one that was pushing me more the most to go ahead and post on LinkedIn, go back to
I'm
LinkedIn,
telling
go on and
you,
post on
yes.
LinkedIn. And I kept on I was giving you excuses. Oh, I will. Uh, I said
I
I'll
was
to
like,
start from next year, and you said no.
now, what is next year? Next year is today. Next year is now. You don't
Yeah,
need to postpone and say no. Because imagine you had waited till next year. Just imagine those people who came to your inbox telling you they didn't know, they were inspired. Now many of them have taken action to do better. Just imagine if you had waited till next year. What would have been that many of them
yeah,
had like plans, or maybe they've given up totally, or maybe they've decided to sell off
yeah,
something that's really
yeah,
taking them in the online space. But you shared your story and you saw how impactful it was, to the point that many media outlets started sharing your story without even your permission.
yeah.
And imagine the plans right now that it has given you. What if you had waited till next year? Who knows? What I always tell people, start now. Start as simple. Okay, just the way you and I hopped on this
Mm,
recording to record this
mm,
podcast. Did was it planned for? But because we decided to take action and you were ready to read, you're like, oh, sounds like fun. Let's do
yeah,
this.
yeah.
Yes, that's
I
how
said
people run out.
it sounded like fun. I said, okay, let's
Yes.
hop in. Let's just have like a
Start with what you have.
chat.
Seriously. Seriously, because you've inspired. Whenever I go to your profile is so optimized that whenever I go to your profile, I say 51-year-old driving as a top rated plus, not even
Mm.
top rated plus.
Yeah,
Just imagine.
that top rated plus badge was a bit. I was also so I didn't I had no idea I got it. I just logged into my account and I was scrolling through. It didn't occur to me at first. I just noticed because it was just less than a month I got the top rated
Top
badge.
rated. Okay.
Yes, I got that
So
top rated badge.
Even
And
Upwork has been seeing your impact, so they already know your impact. They already know what you have.
yeah, so it was just like less than a month or like about a month after that I got the top rated plus badge. And I was
Mm-hmm.
shocked. I was like, wow. I used
Mm-hmm.
to think it takes such a long time, or you have to reach a certain level to
They've been
get
seeing
the
your
top
work.
rated plus badge. I was so surprised. I've
Yeah,
had it now for, I think I
more than
got
two
it
months.
around April. Yeah,
Okay, amazing,
I got it
amazing.
since April.
Mm-hmm. So
Yeah,
really,
since
you're doing
April.
really, really well. You're doing really, really
Mm.
well, and you've been there since April. You've not shared your story. You've not shared your impact. I'm glad you finally took that step to do it, and now you're thinking, okay, what can you do to help those people thinking that it's not possible and all of that. So, what's the plan for that? Like towards reaching that goal.
Well, I have people coming. My hands are being forced right now. Um, let me
It
put
has
it
to
that
be.
way
It
because
needs to be.
I have
It needs to
people. People are some people are already telling me whenever I'm ready to start my training program, they want to be part of it, they're ready to pay for it. And I tell them, okay, that will happen next year. I'm putting something together and I will
be.
make an announcement. And they said, please,
Mm.
anytime it's ready, they want to be part of
Okay.
it. So
Okay. Okay.
I
A wait list. We call that a wait list in business. We call it a wait list. So you already have a wait list already.
so I have people waiting for me to get started so that this could take off. And I'm looking forward and I'm so excited about what the future actually holds. And I'm ready to do something to help people in within a certain age bracket. I don't really want to restrict it. I know, but those people within a certain age bracket will be more of people that might want to do it with me. But I know that there
Yeah.
are also other people that maybe younger that still want to also be part of it. Everyone will be
Mm.
welcomed. I just want to
Yeah.
let them know that this is something you could do. It's not something that it's not so. I don't know. I wish people could really if you set your mind on something, you
And
will just
achieve it.
achieve it. Don't let anything hold you back. I didn't
Mm.
allow my being a female hold me back. There are so many successful women doing so well out there. I'm so
I'm
proud when I
telling
see
you.
women being on the same or even higher level than men. I smile every time I read something or watch a program where you see women doing so well. I like it a lot. Maybe because of what my mom had instilled in me, and being from a society where even though we're in 2024 going to 2025, you still have some people that still look at women as being as nothing more than your place should be in the kitchen and the other room. And I said, no, not for me. That's not the only place meant for me. I'm a great cook. I'm a very good cook, by the way.
They
My,
baker.
I, yes, I bake. That's my passion. I bake and decorate cakes. I'm going to create a post about that, about if you have a passion, you do something as a hobby. My hobby is
Mm.
baking. I've been doing that since I was 13. I'm self-taught. I learned how to do a lot of these things myself, and I enjoy doing it a lot. You know, when you do one of those things that you don't mind not to eat and you do it for hours with pleasure, with happiness. Baking does that for me. Baking and decorating, cakes especially. I love to do it. So there are a lot of things. Just do the things that you enjoy and then do it well. Apart from being an executive virtual assistant, if you have gone through my profile on Upwork, I'm also a teacher. I've been teaching for over 20 years. I'm a certified Montessori teacher by profession. I,
Wow.
I enjoy working with kids. I especially love working with children within the age of 5 years, 4 5 years. I work with them quite well. I'm also an ESL teacher as English as a second language. I teach for adults. Yes, I teach adults on
Mm.
different aspects of speaking, writing, so many parts. And I've worked with some adults. I've worked with some adults based in Brazil, um, mostly workers that want to improve their English speaking skills at their workplace. So I also teach business English as well. So all those and lots more. I currently also teach online. I still teach online. I tutor some primary school age children based in US. So there's so many things I do, but I try to make sure that I work at a pace that works well for myself and my clients, and everybody's happy
Amazing.
about that. So
Amazing.
yeah, I
Amazing.
see that I have another thing to do, but that will be next year. I'm putting something together, and I look forward to that. So yes, I do have people waiting for the waiting list to be part of it.
Amazing.
Even
Amazing.
my husband also wants to be part of it. I like it. He wants to
Wow.
learn. I said, okay, oh." like he has the time. Will he
Like
have the time? I
seriously.
told him I'll give you assignment too, and you have to do the assignment. He now laughed. Like, are
Yeah.
you serious? I said, yes. I'll give you assignments to do.
Yeah.
I see how it goes. But yeah,
You're big proof. You're a big proof that anything is possible, no matter where you find yourself, no matter the age, no matter what it is, anything is possible. You just have to tell yourself,
yeah,
do you want to achieve it? And I'm really, really inspired by your story. And I even know I saw a post you made recently. You said that when an assistant has an assistant, you have your children as your assistant. You have, I think, one of your daughters with
yes,
the assistants. You
yes.
see?
Yeah, my three daughters. My first
Yeah.
daughter. She studied English language, and she also went through digital witch um, community training,
Yeah.
as well as my twin daughters. And
Okay.
they, the three of them have Upwork accounts, yes.
Amazing.
And I also, they do come. I also put them through some things, taught them a whole lot of things about writing proposal letters and all that. They've actually done some jobs. They've done some jobs to themselves. And when I do have some tasks to outsource, they are the
Mm.
first set of people that I give such to. My
Okay.
first daughter, she's good with research. She knows
Mm.
how to research. My other twin daughter, my second twin daughter, lead generation. She's very good. She even has she has paid accounts with what do you call this lead generation
Apollo.
apps? Yes, she does.
Okay.
Apollo,
Okay.
and the second one, she got those two apps when she worked for a client. And
Okay.
one of the major things she had to do was to generate leads. And so if I need some leads, she gets that done for me. And of course, I pay them. Then the one that is that studied electrical engineering, that one, she's very brainy and she's mathematically very good.
Wow.
And I also need some research work to be done for some very um, maybe topics or so that is very, very dicey. I may not have the time to really go into it. She helps out there and all that.
Amazing.
So
Wow.
yes,
Wow.
and they are good with Google Drive and all that. They are very
The
good
Google
with that.
Workspace.
So yes, I also teach them certain aspects of things. They need my assistance here and there. I also help out when they need help with understanding something. But of course, when they work for me, I pay them. It's not for free.
Obviously.
Those ones, and it's never for free. Mommy has
Yeah.
to pay. Mommy has to pay. So they get paid. My fourth daughter just got admission and into university, but she had already told me that, Mommy, I will soon come and meet you too. And I also want to learn, and then I also want to work for you, and then you pay me.
Mm.
I just laughed.
Amazing.
But then I'm happy they are doing this because I actually want them to really be able to learn and be able to do this on their own, because
Yeah.
for sure I can't do this can't last for too long, and then
Take over
they will
Mama's
have to,
business.
yes, they will have to take over and do their own thing and be the one to spend on their money, but not really,
Yeah.
but let them take care of themselves first. I can take care
Yes.
of myself.
I like that word. I can take care of myself. That's just the whole purpose of it
Yes.
all. Because we live in a where they feel. I think I can't really say majority, but it's there's this mindset that once the parents reach a particular age, then the children has to take care of them financially, not even health wise, financially, and
Yes,
you
I
broke that
that is a topic that you have those for and against it, about the fact that your children are also trying to take up with their own life. It's more like you're saddling them with so much responsibilities, and you have to care for. In African society, that's what makes us different with the Western world. It's more
Yeah.
like family. You have to take care of family. It's not just the parents alone you're looking out for. You're looking out for your siblings, your uncles, your aunties. Everybody will come with their own issues for you to handle for them. And it could be so pressurizing. It could be so, I don't know. It's to me, I feel it's so much.
Yeah. It's too
There are
much.
two ways to everything. There are two stories to everything. You have those that the children don't mind, ready to help their parents, send them money, care for them. And there are those that they feel that the pressure is too much on them, with parents
Mm.
always requesting this and that. That do they know how they are surviving, how him and his family, or she and her family are surviving, and blah, blah, blah. But if you have to come to a
Mm.
middle section, I think parents on their own should do well, plan ahead, save for the future. So when they get to a stage, you be putting so much pressure on your children because they need to also like become
Live
successful in
your
their own
life.
area before they even think about taking care of you. So parents
Exactly.
themselves should think about preparing for the future. That is the thing that makes us different from the Western. The Western people, a lot of them will plan for their future. You see them when they retire
In
from
terms
work,
of
they are doing
funds.
what? Holidaying. They are going on one boat cruise. They are doing this. They are traveling different countries, enjoying their money and all that because of
Mm,
they've planned ahead. And that's for me, I think is something we we parents too should think about doing something similar, that you save and you prepare for the future, you invest wisely and take care of your future. Don't put too much pressure on your children. If they want,
mm,
let it be that they want to do it, let them do it. Not that you be the one requesting, and it will be like they're not taking care of their family, they're taking care of two sets of family. But then on the other side, we live in an African society that believes it's your duty as children to take care of your family. They've taken care of you. They sent you to school. They did this for you. So they are now old and helpless. You have to take care of them. So I said there are two ways to it. You can come to the middle, do something for yourself for the future. Your children too, they become successful. They will also support you in so many ways. So let it be like a 50-50 working solutions that should work for both parties. That is the way I see it. And that is what I'm doing. I'm not going to, I don't even see myself as sitting down in the house and expecting my children to do so much for me. As long I'm doing this, I will do it for as long as possible. And I'll be saving for the future. So that
yeah,
when it gets to a stage I can't do this and I say, okay, yes, I've saved. It's now time for me to rest and then take care of things. Do you understand? Just prepare for the
yeah,
future. So I think
yeah.
they need to be that middle ground, that center
Mm,
where both sides could support each other. And that's
yeah.
for me my own personal opinion. I'm not talking for anybody, but my own personal opinion.
So so true. Like I pray people listening can take one or two insights from this. And as we wrap up, can you tell me, or can you tell our listeners, like one or two things, like a closing remark that you like for them to take as a take home, you know, and put into practice?
Okay. Um, my take on it is that we all know the economy is not smiling, but that's the funny thing. It is during the toughest time that you should come out swinging harder, that you should come out stronger. Not during the period that we felt was quite good, was things was easy and we were bit too laid back and too relaxed. Is when you are hit hard with things that are very bad that you should be swinging, you should be striving very hard. So for anybody out there, 2025, don't even wait for 2025. You still have time. This year
Mm,
has not ended.
start
You have
today.
time to sit down. Yes, you still have time to sit down. Prepare like what I do towards the end of the year. Bring out a sheet of paper. My husband and I will do that a lot. We write out what we want to achieve in 2025.
Mm,
Okay? First of all, we bring out the list of 2023 and see what we've been able to achieve on our list of things that we have put before us. We mark them and then see the ones that we're not able to achieve. Bring them forward and then add new ones there on what we want to achieve. And for me,
yeah.
anybody that is drawing up a list like that, one of the things you should put there in that list is the fact that I'm going to change my attitude about succeeding. You should put that there on that
Yeah.
list. I'm going to change my attitude about succeeding in 2025. That is what you should think about. Don't be too
Mm.
laid back and think that things will drop from heaven for you. You need to
At
work hard
all.
for it. And if you don't
Yes.
work hard for it, it will not come to reality. That's it.
So true. So so true. Mm. Some golden insights right there. Oh, amazing, Milicent. It's always a pleasure to have you. And I know that a
Thank
lot of
you.
people have been inspired by your words and hopefully, some take home that they can also take home practice and start manifesting abundance in their lives. So thank you for coming, and thank you all our amazing
Thank you.
listeners. This is an episode
Thank
that
you for
really came from
inviting me.
Milicent's heart, and she's shared it with you all, and I pray and I hope that you all put it into practice. So till we see you guys another time. Ciao.